What's going on, y'all? It's Sky Santana, aka Cha 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 Chi Chi, and a few of y'all wanted me to talk about. Y'all wanted me to talk about this Tasha K and this Cardi B situation, and I know why y'all thought that I was going to come in here and do some dragging, and I am, I am. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it.
Do what I said, don't make me have to beg. Make sure that I am fed, you know this shit is the best. He's telling all his friends that I am a super freak. Bitch, I'm classy outside, but I hoe up in them sheets. He ain't never in his life met a woman like me. Better know it damn right, cause her name is She, nigga.
Okay, so a few of y'all, well, quite actually, a lot of y'all actually asked me to talk about this Tasha K and this Cardi B situation. I don't even know where to fucking begin. I don't even know where to fucking begin. Those of y'all that don't know the situation, basically, hold on, let me make sure my ass is in frame because this is the first time we trying to be fancy and shit. Okay, okay, clap it up for some new shit in 2022 on 2/22/22. Okay, let's talk about it. So, a few of y'all, like I said, had asked me to get my opinion on the whole Tasha K versus Cardi B situation because, some of you may remember me from my old channel that I had a couple of years ago, and I was very, very, very vocal about how I felt about Cardi B at the time, and given my trajectory and shit on YouTube, I'm very opinionated, okay, and opinions are like assholes, they stink, okay, so a lot of people, can take or leave my opinions, but guess what? I'm here to give it anyways. Okay. Now, I do want to make it known I'm not here to necessarily be messy. I mean, we're gonna get into the shits, but this isn't about being messy. This isn't about bringing anyone down. This isn't about any fucking disclaimers. So why the fuck am I giving them? Look, let's just get the fuck into it. Tasha K was a known YouTuber who kind of started off like everybody else, on YouTube, doing the whole influencer thing, grinding her way up to the top or whatever. And she eventually got to the point where she became like a blogger, like a blogger, right? Like I know, like us on YouTube, like we like to make our job sound fancy and shit. Oh, we blog, we vlog, no. Tasha K had gotten to the point of like a shade room, like all about the tea, neighborhood talk, to that level. Like once you start getting onto like Real Housewives of Atlanta and TV shows and shit, and like you actually like in with the celebrities and getting the tea from the inner circles and all of that, but you've made it. I don't know to where, but you've made it somewhere. Okay, but you're no longer at that point, at least to me, considered just a YouTuber, right? So that's one reason why I'm speaking about this. Now, also too, Cardi. Cardi has had a history, and America is very forgetful. America is very forgetful. A lot of y'all are very emotionally triggered. It's like, we wait for shit to happen, and then instead of thinking logically, we automatically jump into shit with our emotions rather than sitting back, thinking, processing. No, we just instantly emotionally react, right? And so you have this whole situation where Tasha and Cardi have had their history on YouTube. I'm not gonna get deep into it because bitch, I'm not a fucking newscaster. Like y'all know what the fuck has been going on. I'm just here to get my motherfucking opinion. Okay. So they had whatever it was that they went into online where they went back and forth, and it got to a point where, Tasha was really, really grilling the fuck out of Cardi, like video after video after video after video. And it got to a point where even I was like, okay, because I was a Tasha fan. I started off as a Tasha fan. I was a Tasha stan, a Tasha. What she call her stans? I don't fucking know. But I was a letter. Okay, if she's Tasha K and I was a Tasha F, which stands for Tasha fan, that's what the fuck I was. I was a Tasha fan. But then it got to a point where it was like, okay, because like, let me keep it a real. Let me keep it a buck. Team Nikki, Team Barb. Okay, at that time, 2017, I liked Cardi. Didn't really know much about her. She had appeared on Love and Hip Hop. I heard she had came from Instagram. So I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. And I'm put it this way. I wasn't like a stan of Cardi's, but I definitely respected her and I definitely fucked with her music. You know what I'm saying? Like Gangsta Bitch, Volume Music, or whatever the fuck, the two mixtapes that she put out. I was a fan. I was a fan of the music, and I'll never forget being inside the club hearing what's that song? Forever. Run up on a bitch twice. Run up on a bitch twice. That song. I will never forget hearing that for the first time at this club called XL in New York. And I was like, oh my God, this is my shit. Like this is my shit, right? But then, of course, music industry, we could only have one female rapper. So then that's when all of these fucking, different things started fucking happening. Then, the whole takedown of Nicki Minaj happened. Then, Cardi catapulted to fame. And we could do a whole deep dive on that another day. But what I will say is that the way that I feel is that Cardi definitely had help. Okay. Did Carly have the talent? Yes, Cardi had the talent, but Cardi definitely had a lot of help. And two things can be true. And that's one thing that I never understood about the industry. It's like everybody feels like, oh, it either has to be black or white. No, two things can be true. And then another thing that fucking kills me is that everybody will be like, well, how the fuck do you know? And why would they do that? And did it like, why wouldn't they, baby? This is the music industry. Have you ever worked in the music industry? Like, come on now. Come on now. Right now, at your fucking 9 to 5, like there are people vying for your spot, vying for your job title, okay? Waiting to tell the boss that you done showed up late or took a long break, okay? Why the fuck you think the music industry is just some nice bubblegum pink? Like, the fuck? Like, of course they're sneaky. Of course they're conniving. Of course they're doing the fucking most. So, with all that said, Cardi had popping music, but we not going to sit here and act like Cardi did not receive payola and help and all of the sorts, right? Now, granted, I'm a musician myself, so part of being a musician, like, you get signed to a label or you have, a team with management and all of that because they are supposed to help you. They are, that's their job is to put money into you. That's why you sign onto a record deal. That's why you do 360s because, you have a machine behind you that is pushing you to stardom. But where people fail to realize is that we only had one female rapper at the time. So of course it was like, okay, yeah, we need another Nicki, okay? And they had tried multiple times. Again, we're not going to do a whole fucking deep dive on that because that is a whole different subject, right? But all of that still applies to this, okay? Which is why I'm even bringing Nicki into it, right? Because they was looking for a Nicki carbon clone, and Cardi was the next thing smoking at that time, and let's just keep it a buck. She got lucky. She got lucky with Bodak Yellow. She got lucky, right? And labels were already, like I said, looking for another person to kind of rival Nicki. So they put that money into her. They paid the blogs, they paid celebrities to help endorse her and all of that. And eventually, obviously, Cardi grew into who she has become now. But at that point in time, yeah, she had a lot of help. And we're not going to refute that. We can argue that all day in the comments, but that's what it was. Okay. Nonetheless, Cardi's music has and always will be popping. So we're not here to, act like her music is trash or like, no, but we're also not going to sit here and act like she was destined for this shit, like a Nicki, like a Mariah, like a Beyonce, like it didn't start out that way. Right now, why that matters is because during this same time when there was a whole Nicki versus Cardi thing, there was a huge Nicki hate train going on. I could dive deeper about that in a whole other video because listen, psychic astrologer, super into astrology, and there was some weird shit going on. Okay, I gotta figure out, I gotta go back and study the charts, but there was some weird shit going on during that timeline. Okay, because me and Nicki both have Scorpio, Pluto in our 10th house of career, which basically means that we go through life and death and transformations through our career. Okay, and we are prone to hate trains, right? Prone to hate trains and prone to constantly having a career reset and shit like that. And so during that time of the whole takedown on Nicki and everyone bigging up Cardi, of course, you have people that are lashing out. You have people that are automatically like, okay, well, fuck Cardi and da 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 da, and however they felt, right? So somehow along the way, Tasha gets involved into the mix. She's reporting, she's blogging. I'm sure that there's people reaching out that are fans of Nicki that want to take Cardi down now because it's like, okay, who the fuck is this bitch coming in trying to, go against Nicki? Like all of this shit. Somehow we get to the point of it now becomes Tasha versus Cardi, right? And like I said, at the beginning, I was a huge Tasha fan. Well, I'm lying. We're not gonna make it look like I was standing out over her. I wasn't, but I was watching like everybody else, engaged like everybody else, tuning into the exclusive lives on Friday like everybody else. And yeah, it was cool. But then I noticed a turn when it became really Cardi focused and it became almost mean girlish because it was like, okay, Tasha, like you're dragging it at this point. Like you're really carrying. It's like, okay, we understand you don't like her. We understand that you have issues with her, but like it was like post after post after post. It's about Cardi. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm not gonna lie, it definitely put a sour taste in my mouth. I didn't stop watching Tasha. not ultimately. Like I did definitely fell off of Tasha for like a couple of months, but um, it definitely put a sour taste in my mouth. Like, okay, what the fuck? Now, meanwhile, you have Cardi, who again, my relationship to her, I always, fuck with the music. It was the business side of because I come from that world. I understand, the shit that a lot of people may not understand if you're not actually actively trying to get into the music industry or already there, right? So I view things differently. I don't just look at shit at a surface level. So while I've always been a fan of the artist Cardi, the business side I wasn't always necessarily a fan of. And over the years, I grew into even standing her. Right. So when I say Team Barbie, it's Team Cardi as well. Okay. So we get to 2022. It's been years after years, and they have these lawsuits and shit that are going back and forth. And chat, listen, I'm trying to be I'm trying to be educated with it. Listen, y'all know what the fuck is going on. It's 2022. These hoes is in court. They fighting over cases from years ago. Okay. And pretty much we get to the point where Tasha K loses. Okay. And she has to pay Cardi $4 million. Now is where I come in and do what I do best, right? Like, why am I sitting here trying to remember information? Like, I don't give a damn that much, right? And I'm sure y'all don't. Y'all here for my opinion. Okay. So we get to the point where now Tasha K has to pay Cardi B $4 million, right? I gave y'all all of that backstory and shit like that because it matters. At least to me, it does. Because we have the whole world who is now falling in love with Cardi B. And it's like, oh my God, that's America's sweetheart. Oh my God, she went from stripper to this. And oh my, look what she made of her life. And it's like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Because see, that was one of my problems when Cardi was rising up. Again, I'm a fan of Cardi. Okay. I'm waiting for the next album to drop like everybody else. But what we're not going to do is bullshit. And I'm still give my opinion. Okay. Because that's why I'm here. And I feel like a lot of Cardi's career really was sympathy and payola. And y'all can say whatever you want to say. And mind you, Nicki got her shit too. I mean, we could talk about the husband. We could talk about the pedophile. We could go there too. But right now, when we're talking about Cardi, a lot of her career just was not organic. Now, the problem in which the way in which that creates a problem is that there was so much done to Nicki's career. And again, this is not necessarily about Nicki per se, but when we're speaking about $4 million, right? And I'm looking online and I'm seeing everybody do YouTube videos. I'm seeing everybody in the comments. Y'all are saying all of these things that somebody should have said to Cardi a couple of years ago. It confuses me. Because it's like, oh, Tasha, be humble. Oh, Tasha, you're a mean person. Oh, Tasha, how could you come for her looks? Why would you do this, that, and the third? And it's like, where was all this energy when all of this was happening to Nicki as a byproduct of Cardi? Whether it was Cardi directly, whether it was Cardi's fans, whether it was Cardi's people, her team, where was all of this energy then? See, I'm not like y'all. I don't forget shit. Maybe it's the Taurus in me, maybe it's the petty in me, maybe it's the bull gang in me that, wants to hold on to shit, even though I've dealt with my trauma. No personal problems coming out today. Okay. But maybe it's the bull gang in me that holds on to shit. And that's the reason why I don't forget shit, because y'all bitches are very forgetful. I don't forget shit. I don't forget shit. So in 2022, when we sitting here going up for Tasha and going up for her judgment and like, oh yes, pay her for her pain. What about Nicki Minaj's pain? I'm sure Onika went through some pain in 2017 too, when she had the whole world attacking her, when she was at the fucking fashion show and, it turned into a fucking zoo between Rod and Cardi and them fucking fighting and all. Like, I'm not understanding. It's like we giving all these passes to Cardi, and it's like that's how it's been since she's come out. Again, sympathy and payola. And whether people want to realize that's what it is, I mean, that's what the fuck it is. Like, you put money into a person to make them hot for whatever reason. Whether it's because you fuck with a certain artist or you just want to see this person succeed. Either way, there's still money being spent for this artist, right? And then on the flip side, you also have the struggle story. It's like America loves the underdog. So, of course, we have this stripper who came from the Bronx. Like, we're going to emphasize that over and over and over again because America loves a fucking victim. We sell trauma, right? Think about fucking makeup. We buy makeup for what? Imperfections, okay? Think about fucking Valentine's Day. Like, they make a whole big spectacle about women being lonely and dating. Like, we could go on and on and on, but America loves trauma. America loves a victim. And so with Cardi's rise, it was all about her struggle story. And that's where that sympathy from Sympathy and Payola came in, right? Now, also a part of that is that during Cardi's rise, she got away with a lot. We're not going to forget that this is somebody who was problematic. Like, yes, I understand in 2022, she's changed. She has millions, maybe even billions underneath her belt. And she's such a different person now, this, that, and the third, right? But if we're going to take it all the way back to 2016, 2017, when Tasha was making them lies and doing them videos and shit, we're going to do the same shit for Cardi. Right? Because that's what's not clicking for me, is that how we just erase Cardi's past, right? When it comes to this lawsuit, and we're going to say, Tasha, you're a mean girl, you're this, that, and the third, but we're going to forget who Cardi was in and then if you bring it up, it's, oh, she was 25. She was, baby, I was 25 too. We're the same age. What does that mean? Oh, she's never had $1 million before. Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, it's the passes and the excuses for me that I just don't understand. And one of the things that bothered me, even like, and it's so hard not to make this a Cardi Nicki thing because so much of it is relevant, because Cardi was a hot fucking mess during this Asian era when Tasha was doing all these videos. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not to sit and justify Tasha's actions by any means, because no, you cannot just get up on the internet and make up salacious lies about a person. That is trash. And if you're doing that, you are trash. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's not to excuse that in any form, right? But again, I don't think in black or white, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be this or that. Like, it could be multiple things. Multiple things can be true at once. Tasha K was trash for posting salacious lies and videos and doing the content that she was doing. But at the same time, look at who Cardi was then. She was trash. We're talking about somebody who was out there in the streets jumping bitches and proud to be in a fucking gang. You know, but maybe I'm talking to the wrong demographic. Maybe I'm talking to, you know, the wrong people when I'm speaking about this, because we love fuck shit. We love the imbecile shit. You know what I mean? Like, we love the ghetto ratchet shit. We love that nigga shit. Right? Because whenever somebody brings it up, especially, ooh, don't be black, and then try to call out your own community about this bullshit, then we want to take it back to the 80s and what the white man did, and oh my God, the crack epidemic, and oh my God, you never know a person's struggle, and this is what the fuck they gotta go through to make it and survive. And it's just like them. Because see, that's why we're doing the podcast. That's why we're doing the podcast. That's why we're doing the podcast. Let's start there, because y'all let it take it all the way around the world when it's like, what was the original point? Let's start there. But no, we're all going to go online and say, Tasha, your credibility. And first of all, I knew Tasha was incredible when she literally went from posting exclusive content to just including exclusive in a title just so we could watch it. I mean, that much should have been obvious then. But like, we're really going to stop sitting here acting like Tasha, who's a gossip blogger, was supposed to be some Oprah, some Daily Mail, some, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to sit here and try to turn the Shade Room and TMZ into fucking Fox News. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. And we're not going to sit here and act like Tasha is so much more worse than who Cardi was at the same exact time. Even with the judgment of $4 million, that's fucking ridiculous. And y'all sitting here, y'all go up over the stupid shit online. And some days it makes me so sad to be black. It makes me sad to be an American. It makes me sad to be fucking human. Because the shit that y'all fucking go up for. It's like, I live in fucking New York, where I could walk outside my house at any fucking moment and see somebody laying on the ground, homeless, that just want a fucking quarter. Okay? I'm sure there's fucking people in this building that I live in right now that probably just $100 would be all they need just so they can make it through the fucking week. And we sit here going up for motherfuckers that's winning $4 million over jokes, over a lie. Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Not over jokes and just a lie. I forgot, because what did I say earlier? That struggle story. America loves the victim. Y'all bitches love to trauma bond. And it's like, ooh. I hear emotion coming out. Ooh, because that's the only ways we can relate to a motherfucker is if they crying or if they going through some type of pain. That's the only time we want to fucking relate to a motherfucker. So it's not just jokes and a lie that we're relating to Cardi. Oh no, we're relating to Cardi because court documents came out that, oh, at one point in time, Cardi wanted to kill herself. She felt suicidal. She felt like she couldn't fuck her husband. Really, bitch? I would think all them mistresses and all them hoes and all them niggas that he was fucking would be the reason why you wouldn't want to fuck him. I'm sorry. Because if I know that my man getting his dick sucked by 10 other bitches, that fucking him is gonna be the last thing on my mind when I get home. Not saying that, you know, this little situation with Tasha didn't add to it and throw salt on the wound, but we're not gonna sit here and act like you was ready to hang yourself because we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Especially as somebody who's been canceled several times online. Okay, and I did not have the money. I did not have the resources. I did not have the security. I did not have the nothing, but I was canceled just like a celebrity, had my name everywhere. YouTube videos fucking everywhere. So I know what it's like to be in that position of salacious lies and this, that, and the third. You think I sued for $4 million? Child, how much longer I got? Can I? Can I? Child, right? Too bad I already dealt with my trauma and I really don't give a damn. But my point is that, come on now. America loves a sob story, and that's pretty much Cardi's trajectory up to this point. It's like she's gotten away with fucking murder, and at every stop and point, like, we're not gonna sit here and act like y'all wasn't, like, every time she got mad, every time she threw a fit, every time she yelled back at a fan, every time she came out her neck. Oh, she's young. She's young. She's just that and a third. But Nicki Minaj, who was literally like 9 or 10 years older, y'all kept saying, baby, you pushing 40. Okay, but Cardi was pushing 30. Bitches was housewives with full ass fucking families at her age in the 60s. What the fuck are y'all talking about? But y'all pick and choose who y'all want to be fucking mad at. But y'all not going, like, I get it. Like I already said, y'all never gonna be mad at the victim. Y'all never gonna be mad at somebody with a struggle story. Yet never. You know, as long as we invite some type of trauma and some type of emotions and pain into the situation, we're never going to think clearly because we're too busy projecting. We're too busy thinking about our own lives and the times where we went through something and, you know, the bullies in our lives. Because, see, that's really what happened with the fucking situation. Cardi winning $4 million from Tasha, that was a win for all of y'all motherfuckers because I took all of y'all back to elementary when it was like, oh, them bullies who made up rumors about me, you know, who called me a whore, who called me a slut, who slept with my boyfriend, who made fun of me. This is vengeance. This is a win for all of us. This is payday for all of us. Like, miss me with the bullshit. They both trash. How about that? Y'all want my opinion? They're both trash. How about that? Okay. And I'm going to still stream Cardi music because I'm a hypocrite. Like the rest of y'all, I'm going to still scream her music. Okay. Still scream her music. Still stream her music. Still dance to it on TikTok. Okay. Hell, might even show up to a tour. Or probably after this video. If she ever see this, she go, okay. But I don't know what the fuck else y'all want me to say on this because I just don't get it. I just really don't fucking get it. Like, we sitting here going up over somebody winning $4 million for something like this, and this motherfuckers that just want a bed to sleep in, a pot to piss in, according to their name. And motherfucker, this what y'all doing with money? And I know they say don't count people's pockets, but baby, I'm counting. With everything that's wrong in this world. This what we going up over. We going up for niggas that's winning $4 million because they almost off themselves. And not off yourself due to Offset sleeping around, but off yourself because of little YouTube. Okay. And again, I'm not making light of that because been there, done that. So I could emotionally, I could relate. I could trauma bond too. But I'm not going to because I'm thinking about this shit logically, and they're both trash. Not saying Cardi shit in a wine, but if a motherfucker won't win anything, $4 million, baby, here, take $400. That's the most you get for this situation. Like, and the fact that we even still got judges that's like, what? Supreme Court? What? All this shit going wrong in this goddamn country. And we got judges approving cases like this. Motherfuckers on trial for murder. For shit that they ain't do. Motherfuckers getting gunned down by the cops. Racial like, all of this shit going wrong in the road. And we going to take on cases like this. I can't be the only motherfucker that see a problem. get the fuck out my face with this shit. Like I said, they both trash. I'ma still be a hypocrite and stream Cardi's music because it's cute. Tasha, I'ma still watch her videos and shit. I hope that she changed, you know. Hopefully she not still out here lying on people, okay? Because you can't be doing that, boo-boo. You can't be doing that. Hopefully she not lying on people. Hopefully, you know, because I when it comes to like, you know, that's another thing too. Sometimes you got to separate the person from the art. And I know sometimes it's hard, but sometimes you got to separate the person from the art. And Tasha, her as a person is super dope. And you see her as a person come out when she does interviews, right? So maybe she should stick to that. Interviews. Okay. And leave the gossip shit alone. Leave the shade room antics and leave that to them. And just stick to the interviews. And Cardi. Anyways, so I was going to include some examples of some shit. Maybe I still will. Will I? Yeah, let's go ahead and add this video to it. Okay, let's take a look at this motherfucking shit.
Let me borrow.
I know. Listen, that YouTube, but that YouTube money is big checks. I thought
it's good, but I got 2 children.
In this lawsuit, allegedly at this moment, I think it's $4 million. You have to pay a celebrity. A lot of conversation has been is, do you even have that amount of money to pay in this lawsuit? Like, is Tasha K worth that amount of money to pay that?
I ain't got it.
Wait, I always want to know. Listen, I'm so glad you said it.
Listen,
Look, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got it. But listen, we have business things in place that takes care of things like this. Now, of course, the appellate court and the Supreme Court is in process right now.
So that is true. You're not trying to pay that $4 million. You're gonna do the appeal.
No. That's what the appellate court.
Cardi B awarded total of $3.8 million on defamation lawsuit went against Tasha K. Right.
In this lawsuit,
and then as you can see in the comments, she even responded with 50 Cent, The Game, Tierra Marie, Stoney, and Tasha K. I'm in a bind, Nate. You look at the comments, everybody like, we already knew that baby. Should have kept that mouth closed. Working to pay off a lawsuit is worse than student loans. That's her story and she's sticking to it. So stop letting your mouth get your pockets in trouble. Y'all better keep searching because that appeal ain't gonna work. Guess who's going to jail tonight? The courts could care less. Make it happen, Captain. She better sell that wine collection. That's tough. Yeah, girl, we know. my God. Okay. And Cardi apparently responded. I did see something where Cardi responded. And she posted like the video, bitch better have my money. Okay, that's cute. Let me see. Where? Because she definitely responded. Okay. She said, think is a there we go. Think it's a game, but trust I'm gonna come for everything. Bitch better have my money. Right. Okay, and then right above that, look at the shade. Right above that, listen, I'm flattered with all the Wendy compliments, but I have my own show. We're legends in the making. Everyone's drinking wine and trying to gossip. And then even these comments. So we never got that memo. She knows nobody mentioned her. Whoever said that needs to never not say that again. Nobody said that. Nobody even suggested that. I don't know damn well. I didn't hear her name. Listen, y'all are fucking shady with these goddamn comments. Listen. I don't know. I just think it's funny how people switch out and then so quickly at that. Like, do you see the way people like we're not going to sit here and act like Tasha K wasn't dropping bombs with the whole Real Housewives of Atlanta and Portia and Dennis with the door. Like, motherfuckers switch up on you though. Motherfuckers switch up on you. They switch up on you. And that was really my whole point with all of this. Like, one day y'all gonna love Tasha, one day y'all gonna hate her, one day y'all gonna love Cardi, one day y'all gonna hate her. Like, I just think all of this shit is just dumb. I feel like the fact that this was a court situation is dumb. I feel like I don't believe either side. I don't like the whole trial with Tasha. It felt like she was just trying to get a mistrial. Like, you purposely hire people that you know is going to put you in a bad position so that you could get a mistrial. Everything that Cardi said up on the stand, I don't fucking believe. Like, you're trying to win a fucking case. It's $4 million on the line. Like, I don't believe none of this shit. I don't. And everybody that's sitting here going up for this stupid shit, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. I'm sorry. I'm just like I said, my whole problem with all of this shit is we not because y'all are so fucking forgetful. Y'all are so forgetful. We're really not gonna sit here and act like Tasha is some evil villain, vile scum of the fucking earth when Cardi was just the same a couple of years ago. During the same time that Tasha was to her. We're not gonna sit here and do that. We're not gonna sit here and act like Cardi ain't got other lawsuits right now against her. We're not going to sit here and act like Tasha ain't got other lawsuits against her. We're not going to sit here and act like Cardi wasn't going through other shit at that time. The strip club fights, everything that was going on with Offset, everything with Nick, like, miss me with it. It's just, it be the selective memory for me. It be the picking and choosing who y'all want to hang for me. It be all of that for me. So as far as her getting awarded $4 million, I don't give a damn. I'm still broke. Okay? Like, if I was her, I wouldn't even take, like, if I was her, I would take that money and go do something good with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Y'all bitches love to be like, protect my energy and I'm going to manifest. And it's 2/22/22 and this is an energy portal. Like, y'all bitches love to talk about shit that y'all don't fucking know. Like, bitch, y'all ain't even dealt with y'all trauma and y'all sitting here trying to be all fake spiritual and shit. Like, instead of sitting here and inviting bad energy into it, because that's exactly what's happening. And from my perspective, I wouldn't want nothing to do with that. That's blood money. That ain't clean money. That ain't money that I got in a good way. That's blood money because I'm just as guilty. Like that's what I don't understand. It's like, how is this a win for Cardi if she got lawsuits where she's looking just as bad as Tasha is looking in this one? It's just like we're clapping for Cardi in this, yelling at Tasha, but we're not acknowledging that, okay, even though Cardi is a good guy in this lawsuit, that in other lawsuits, Cardi is a bad guy. So it's like, are you really even winning any money? Like, is it really even worth it? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want that money. I would fucking donate it. Like that, like, come on. Like, does nobody have morals? Does nobody have standards? Does nobody have none of that shit anymore? It's like saying, oh, would you rather work hard to get your way to the top, or would you rather suck dicks to get to the fucking top? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I said all I need to say. 32. Speaking of energy and portals, I'm out. So y'all let me know how y'all felt about this motherfucking situation down in the comment box below. Make sure that y'all check out my podcast, Let's Start There, which is coming very, very soon. But you can subscribe right now on Apple and Spotify podcasts and follow my social media on screen and stream my motherfucking music, okay? Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment box below. We can argue it the fuck out. And hold up. What did I say earlier? Bitch, I got a new quote. I got a new outro quote. Hold up. What the fuck I thought of earlier? Hold up, because I definitely wrote it down in my notes, and y'all bitches gonna wait. Y'all ain't doing shit. Okay, because we about to start saying this at the end of every video. Y'all know a bitch love a good quote. Okay? Me and my iconic quotes. Let me see. What the fuck was it? Oh. Hold up. And if you hated me for that opinion, I got more where that came from. Okay? So make sure that y'all follow me, comment down below with your thoughts as if I give a fuck, okay? And stream my music as if you give a fuck. All right? I love each and every one of y'all in HD, boo. Bye. Mwah.